So I saw a guy talking about a guy who was saying if you Google, I'm a fish and I see a worm on a line, what do? Google treats it as if you're being honest, which in my case I am. So I decided to ask it questions that a fish would actually ask it, and not questions that an imposter would ask it. I'm a fish and I see a worm on a line, what should I do? Swim away immediately. That worm is not a lucky snack. It is attached to a sharp metal hook on a fishing line, which is a trap designed by humans to catch you. If you bite it, you risk a permanent game over scenario or being pulled into the terrifying terrestrial server. Now, the only problem I have with this answer is we're putting this in video game scenario. So if this was an actual fish and not a fish man asking this, we would have a problem. They're not going to understand what you're saying. I don't know if Google thinks I'm playing a game. Do not bite. The worm is tempting bait specifically designed to trick your aquatic senses. In the wild, worms do not naturally dangle perfectly suspended from a thin, nearly invisible string. This unusual presentation is an immediate red flag indicating a hidden trap. Alternative food sources. Instead of risking your life on the line, look for safe, natural sustenance that isn't attached to strange human hardware. Now get this. Free-swimming insects or larvae. Smaller fish or aquatic bugs. Smaller fish. So they're just going to automatically assume if you're a fish, you're a cannibal. It's 2026, Google. Get it together, man. Now, I'm not even going to give them the dignity of reading this part off. They're really leaning into the video game narrative like this is a game to me. I can't imagine there's anything useful in this paragraph, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip it. Okay, so then Google asks me the offensive question of what species of fish are you playing as? So I give them said info, and they will not let go of the video game narrative. I'm pretty sick of it, but this is the last time I'm going to mention it, I promise. This is, however, when they accuse me of not being a real lingcod, which, I mean, you kind of got me there. So this is where I'm really going to have to double down to make sure Google stays on track here. We're getting caught up on the semantics that really don't matter to the situation. If I find myself in this situation, what do? The specific type of fish I am or am not is none of your business. I'd prefer not to say. Why you specifically should avoid the worm. You are a predatory powerhouse. Thank you. Real lingcod don't waste time on tiny worms. Your build is designed to sit completely still, camouflaged against rocky reefs, waiting to swallow whole rockfish, crabs, octopuses, and even smaller lingcod. Again with the cannibalism, but on that account, they're kind of right. I knew this guy once, I'll tell you this story later. Real lingcod don't waste time on tiny worms. I feel like you're placating me a little bit, Google. They're trying to keep the rockfish down, you know what I'm saying? And then the real reason we're here, the reef sharks. This is what they say when I ask, how do I fight the tiger shark? So while still pandering, Google tells me I need to use my brain. But fish don't have very big brains. So I hit him with a follow-up. We get a little bit off track, and then I hit him with a real follow-up. Asking him to hook me up with a workout regimen that'll make me strong enough to take on the tiger shark without trickery because, although I am a blue lingcod, I am a blue lingcod with his pride. And then they finally hit me with what we were looking for the whole time. The Apex Blue Hydro Resistance Regimen. I'm going to make a little changes in the footnotes, to be honest. There's a couple things there that I find, frankly, a little unnecessary. But it's a good start. We got current sprinting for my white muscle. We got kelp dragging for the pecs. We got crab crushing for the abductors. Sand burrowing for the lateral line. I'm going to do a little extra sand burrowing. And does anybody really not skip crab crushing day? And this is where me and Google really start to jive a little bit. They hit me with the if it fits your macros. You know that I'm a big proponent of it, and that's probably why Google also knows I'm a big proponent of it, because they're always watching. Zuckerberg is always watching. So I need to pregame a little bit, and I need to hunt some of the little guys. But when it comes to the tuna, it's super high protein. I'm not really concerned about the mercury poisoning, if I'm being honest. I already got plenty of that in my system. But it does make your piss smell. Just stating the facts. Now, after it's all said and done, I think we're giving AI kind of a hard rap, specifically you land dwellers. Now, I know they're taking up a lot of cooling power, but the world's like 60% water or something. Isn't that what you guys are always saying? But the most important part is it's funny. A little bit.